10 principles of conduct that make everyone adore you. 1. Respect elders. Yield to the young. The foundation of being a good person. Since ancient times, our ancestors have reminded us, outside, rely on your father's prestige. At home, rely on your mother's virtue. But no matter where we go, the most important thing is to depend on our own character and behavior. In life, whether one is rich or poor, high or low in status, it is how we treat others that determines our true value and the affection we receive from those around us. A person who is well-mannered, who respects those above them and yields to those below, who speaks gently and behaves kindly, will be appreciated even in unfamiliar places. Such a person earns trust and goodwill naturally. On the other hand, someone lacking in courtesy and decency may struggle to win hearts, no matter how talented. A virtuous individual, even without wealth or status, will still be respected for their integrity. The first principle of proper conduct is respect those above, yield to those below. We respect not because of someone's position or power, but because of their experience, their role as elders or parents, deserving of honor. We yield not out of weakness, but out of a desire to preserve harmony, affection, and moral values. Those who live with respect and humility not only earn the love of others, but also preserve their own blessings. For those who respect others are respected in return. This is the fundamental foundation of being a true human being. 2. Speak gently. Use words to win hearts. Words are the mirror of the soul. As the ancients taught, disaster comes from the mouth. Blessings arrive through words. A gentle word spoken at the right time can mend a relationship, while harsh words uttered in anger can wound deeply and create lasting distance between people. A wise person is not someone who talks a lot, but someone who knows when, where, and how to speak. Gentle speech reflects inner strength, showing patience, calm, and the ability to avoid hurting others. Especially in moments of conflict, instead of arguing to prove a point, lower your voice first. Because once anger fades, the words you've said cannot be taken back, but their consequences may linger. Hot-tempered people often let their emotions control them, easily speaking cruel or hurtful things. By the time they regret it, the damage to relationships is already done. In contrast, those who know how to keep their words soft and measured, even in tense situations, maintain both virtue and connection with others. In the family, when spouses speak with care, the home is peaceful and warm. When parents speak respectfully to their children, the children grow to be respectful and close to them. In society, kind words serve as bridges that foster goodwill. Even strangers can grow fond of you through gentle speech. Words, when used wisely, are the key that can unlock every door in life. To speak gently and calmly is not only a beautiful way to treat others, it is also a profound wisdom in communication. 3. Avoid arguments. Take a step back to move further ahead. True wisdom lies in not insisting on winning every dispute. In life, everyone encounters conflicts or situations where, without self-restraint, it's easy to fall into arguments. But winning a verbal exchange or proving a point often brings little more than distance and hurt feelings. Some victories in words come at the cost of others' pain, lost affection, or even the end of long-standing relationships. The ancients taught, take a step back and the sea widens, the sky clears. A wise person doesn't obsess over being right, but knows when to be patient and yield. They understand that not every matter needs to be a contest. What truly matters is preserving goodwill and peace of mind. Knowing when to yield doesn't make us weak, it can actually help us go further. Winning a small argument may not bring glory, but yielding a little can win people's hearts. Those who are not overly competitive, who practice patience at the right moment, often maintain lasting respect, avoid unnecessary drama, and most importantly, preserve inner peace. In contrast, those who constantly seek to be right, who feel the need to prove themselves in every situation, are prone to anger, conflict, and damaged relationships. A single argument can cost a friendship, a job, or someone's trust. Be patient once, and you'll enjoy peace for a lifetime. Knowing how to lose gracefully is one of the greatest strengths of a mature person. 4. Keep your word. Build lasting trust. Keeping your word is the foundation of trust and long-term relationships. The ancients taught, a person without credibility cannot stand. Integrity isn't something lofty. It begins with the simplest things, doing what you say, keeping your promises. Whether it's a casual commitment, a small appointment, or a minor task, once you've spoken, you must try your best to follow through. A single broken promise can be remembered for a lifetime, and from that moment, trust begins to erode. A person who lives with integrity earns respect even before meeting others and is trusted without needing to prove themselves. On the other hand, someone who is inconsistent, who makes promises but fails to keep them, will struggle to be entrusted no matter how talented they may be. In work, being punctual means keeping your word. Fulfilling your commitments means keeping your word. In relationships, honoring your promises is keeping your word. Integrity also shows in daily life. If someone helps you, express gratitude. If you receive kindness, don't forget it. 5. Help others quietly. Blessings will return in time. The ancients said, "Do good without expecting anything in return." Helping others is a noble act, and when it comes from a sincere heart, it doesn't need to be loud or boastful. The greatest kindness is quiet and humble. True blessings come to those who act with honesty and compassion, without calculation, and life always finds a way to repay such goodness, often when we least expect it. Helping someone doesn't have to be something grand. Sometimes, it's a comforting word to someone in despair, a small gesture when someone stumbles, or simply a smile to someone feeling down. These small acts, done at the right time, can become deeply meaningful to the one receiving them. On the other hand, some people help others and then brag about it or constantly remind others of their favor. Such actions are like planting a blessing and then uprooting it yourself. Not only does it make the recipient feel uncomfortable, but it also causes others to grow distant. Constantly recalling your own good deeds actually diminishes their value. Blessings may not come instantly, but they will return, often at the moment we need them most. One day, when you're in trouble, someone may unexpectedly reach out to help you, just as you once quietly helped them or someone else before. Helping others doesn't require recognition, only sincerity. When we give with a true heart, we've already received something in return: peace of mind, good karma, and a more meaningful life. 6. Stay humble. The higher you rise, the more you must bow. Since ancient times, our ancestors have taught, modesty earns love, arrogance breeds resentment. In life, the more talented or accomplished one becomes, the more essential it is to stay grounded and humble. Humility reflects a deep understanding of oneself, acknowledging one's imperfections and recognizing the value in others. Arrogant people tend to boast, always eager to prove they are better, but the more they speak of themselves, the more they reveal their shallowness. In contrast, those with real ability speak less and let their actions and results speak for themselves. Just like a full water jar stays silent, while an empty one makes the most noise. Humility does not mean belittling oneself or being submissive to others. It means having respect for oneself and others, knowing one's place, and not looking down on anyone or showing off for praise. A humble person is open-minded, eager to learn, and naturally earns the affection of others. In the family, humility helps maintain harmony. At work, modest people are easier to collaborate with and often go further because others enjoy working with them. In social interactions, they make others feel respected, which builds trust and fondness. True success doesn't come from praise and applause, but from keeping a peaceful heart and a noble character. Like ripe rice bending low under its weight, those who are truly wise and virtuous know how to stay humble, which gives them the strength to rise even higher. 7. Patience. Not weakness, but inner strength. In life, everyone has experienced being misunderstood, insulted, or treated unfairly. The natural reaction for many is to get angry and fight back to set things right. But the ancients taught, be patient for a moment, and the storm will pass. Take a step back, and the sea and sky will open. To be patient is to protect yourself, preserve harmony, and safeguard your future. Patience is not about submission or fear. It is a sign of true strength. A patient person is someone who understands the situation, who knows what is worth speaking up about, and what is better left unsaid. They don't ruin relationships over a few harsh words, nor do they sacrifice what they've built over a moment of anger. Those who are quick to anger often see only immediate gains, while those with patience see the bigger picture. Some situations only grow more exhausting with argument. Some people, no matter how much you debate with them, won't change. and all you'll gain is frustration and lost goodwill. Patience allows you to think clearly before reacting. It is a temporary step back to advance further. It brings peace to the heart, and a calm heart leads to clear thinking. In contrast, those who lack patience are easily controlled by emotion, leading to rash decisions and lasting regret. If you want a peaceful life and a long journey ahead, you must learn patience, because patience is not only a virtue, it is the wisdom of a mature soul. 8. Gratitude, the root of compassion, the foundation of meaningful bonds. The ancients taught, when eating fruit, remember the one who planted the tree. A grateful heart reflects true moral character. In life, no one stands entirely on their own. We've all received help at some point, a meal when we were hungry, a piece of advice when we felt lost, or an opportunity during a difficult time. The one who helped may have forgotten, but we, the ones who received, must always remember. Gratitude is not about repaying a debt, it's about living with integrity. Those who are grateful tend to be humble and kind, never taking others' kindness for granted. They live sincerely and treat others with warmth, which is why they often receive help when they need it most. In contrast, ungrateful people, no matter how talented or wealthy, struggle to win hearts. They may receive support at first, but if they remain cold and indifferent, people will eventually drift away. No one wants to offer kindness to someone who doesn't value it. True gratitude doesn't need to be loud. It's enough to live better each day, to not betray the kindness we've received. It's enough to carry the memory in our hearts and strive to be worthy of the good that's come our way. Gratitude is not only a moral virtue, it is the seed from which sincerity, kindness, and meaningful connections grow. Those who live with appreciation will in time be cherished and blessed in return. 9. Respect others. It's also a way of respecting yourself. The ancients once said, don't look down on someone just because they seem lowly. Don't devalue someone just because they are poor. Every person, regardless of their status or circumstances, has their own dignity and something worth learning from. We respect others, not because they are rich or powerful, but because we have been raised with morals and values. Some people may appear simple in appearance and speech, yet they possess a pure heart and upright character, earning the respect of all who know them. On the other hand, there are those dressed in fine clothes, speaking elegantly, but with narrow hearts and arrogant manners. People that others naturally avoid. That's why we should not judge others by their looks or wealth, but by how they live and the strength of their character. A truly educated person is someone who respects everyone, from the street vendor to the sanitation worker to those less fortunate. In daily interactions, a polite greeting, a kind look, a little gesture of courtesy can sometimes mean more than 1,000 flowery words. Respecting others is a way to preserve blessings for yourself. A humble and respectful person is always well-liked and often supported by others. But those who habitually look down on people will, sooner or later, find themselves isolated. In the end, the most precious thing about a person is not their wealth or status, but how they treat those around them. 10. Be a good person first, then you can achieve great things. The ancients once taught, to accomplish great things, you must first become a good person. In life, talent and success alone do not define a person's worth. Without integrity and sincerity, those achievements are shallow. No matter how smart or capable someone may be, if they are insincere, unreliable, or disloyal, they will eventually lose the trust of others, and their success will fade. At the core of being human is not cunning or cleverness, but honesty and morality. To be trustworthy, to value relationships, to live with consistency and loyalty, these are the foundations for lasting success. A person is given important responsibilities not necessarily because they are the most skilled, but because they have honorable character and can be counted on. In life, wealth can be lost, positions can change, but character, once cultivated, stays with you for life. Nurture a pure heart, live with integrity, and goodness will naturally come your way. True success is not built on tricks or manipulation, but on sincerity, ethics, and the goodwill others have toward you. So before asking, how can I succeed? Ask yourself, have I lived with kindness and decency? Because once you become a truly good person, whatever path you choose will become wide and open. Live with virtue. Wherever you go, you will be loved. The 10 principles of conduct passed down by the ancients may seem simple and unpretentious, but they carry profound and lasting values for life. To be a good person, you don't need to be overly intelligent or powerful. What matters most is living with integrity. When you live by moral principles, you will be respected and loved wherever you go. Respecting elders and yielding to the young creates harmony both at home and in society. Keeping your word and being trustworthy earns the confidence and respect of others. Humility, patience, and gratitude bring meaningful connections and blessings into your life. Respecting others is also a way of planting blessings for yourself. And being a good person before chasing big achievements is the foundation of lasting success. Life may change and the world may shift, but the principles of human decency never go out of style. A gentle word, a kind gesture, a sincere attitude, these small things can preserve trust, prevent conflict, and open unexpected doors. If each day we live with honesty, sincerity, gratitude, and respect, upholding the timeless values of being human, then no matter where we go, we will find people who value us and a steady place in the journey of life.